Deuteronomy chapter 12 centers around a radical departure from the past, the establishment of one central sanctuary for the Israelites. This marked a significant shift from the decentralized worship practices common in the ancient Near East. The Israelites were instructed to dismantle their local altars and high places, places traditionally used for religious rituals. Instead, they were to direct all of their worship to a single, designated location. This central sanctuary, though its exact location isn't specified in the text, was to become the sole place for offering sacrifices, celebrating festivals, and seeking God's presence. It served as a powerful symbol of unity, reminding the Israelites of their shared identity and common faith. The centralization of worship was more than just a logistical change, and it represented a fundamental shift in their relationship with Yahweh. It emphasized his singularity and exclusivity, demanding an undivided allegiance from his chosen people. Interwoven with the theme of centralized worship is a strong condemnation of idolatry. Deuteronomy 12 repeatedly warns against following the practices of the surrounding nations. These nations often worshipped a multitude of deities through various rituals and at numerous sacred sites. The Israelites were commanded to destroy all traces of these pagan practices, including their idols, altars, and sacred groves. This wasn't simply about eradicating physical objects, it was about purging foreign beliefs and practices from their midst. This emphasis on rejecting idolatry highlights the importance of religious purity and exclusivity. By worshipping Yahweh alone at a single designated sanctuary, the Israelites were setting themselves apart from their neighbors. This separation was crucial for preserving their unique identity and covenant relationship with God. It was a visible, tangible expression of their commitment to Yahweh and their rejection of all other gods. Understanding the historical context sheds light on the significance of Deuteronomy chapter 12. The Israelites had just emerged from centuries of slavery in Egypt. They were a people in transition, moving from a state of oppression to one of freedom, from a polytheistic society to a monotheistic one. The instructions in Deuteronomy 12 served as a blueprint for establishing a new society, one that differed radically from the world they'd known. Centralizing worship was essential for forging a national identity and solidifying their commitment to Yahweh. It also served as a safeguard against the allure of their neighbors' religious practices. Surrounded by polytheistic societies, the Israelites were constantly tempted to adopt foreign gods and customs. Deuteronomy 12 acts as a bulwark against assimilation. It reinforces the importance of staying true to their covenant with Yahweh, reminding them of the dangers of straying from the path he had set before them. The significance of a sacred space. The central sanctuary wasn't just about convenience. It held deep theological and sociological significance. A place where heaven and earth met, God's presence dwelled, sacrifices were offered, and prayers lifted. It was a reminder of their covenant with Yahweh. The sanctuary fostered unity and national identity, a common ground for all Israelites to worship, essential for their survival in the Promised Land. Deuteronomy chapter 12 also delves into specific instructions regarding diet and sacrifices. These regulations, while seemingly mundane, held deep religious significance. The Israelites were commanded to observe dietary laws, distinguishing between clean and unclean animals. These laws served multiple purposes. They reinforced the distinction between the Israelites and the surrounding nations, promoting a sense of holiness and separation. They also had practical implications, promoting hygiene and preventing the spread of diseases. Similarly, detailed instructions were given regarding sacrifices. Only certain animals were deemed fit for offerings, and these sacrifices could only be performed at the designated sanctuary. These regulations underscored the sanctity of the sacrificial system and the importance of approaching Yahweh with reverence and purity. While the instructions in Deuteronomy 12 might seem archaic today, the principles resonate with contemporary religious practices. The concept of a designated sacred space is still central to many faiths. Synagogues, churches, mosques, and temples serve as places where communities gather to worship and connect with the divine. Deuteronomy chapter 12 provides a fascinating glimpse into the religious landscape of ancient Israel. Its instructions, though rooted in a specific historical context, offer timeless insights into the nature of faith, worship, and religious identity. The chapter's emphasis on centralized worship, the rejection of idolatry, and the importance of a sacred space highlight the lengths to which the Israelites were willing to go to maintain their covenant with Yahweh. It underscores the significance of religious devotion and the transformative power of shared rituals and beliefs. Though written centuries ago, Deuteronomy chapter 12 continues to resonate with people of faith today. It reminds us of the importance of seeking a connection with the divine, of setting aside sacred spaces for worship, and of staying true to our beliefs in an ever-changing world. Are you ready for the next chapter? Just click here to go straight to it.